The recent high-profile eviction of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle from Frogmore Cottage was followed by enthusiastic comments from the press and the British. Well done, Charles, there is still powder in his powders, he is not so weak in spirit, as everyone thought. However, then began to appear insider leaks that they say the king will give the dukes a room in the palace, but better than the previous ones. If they come, why do they need this house in Frogmore? Then the Sussexes named their daughter a princess, and the king's website updated the next morning, confirming the news. The king was silent, but silence, though not signifying the monarch's delight, is still a sign of agreement. Yes, and an invitation to the coronation was extended to the Montacite dukes, much to the surprise of palace officials and the public. In general, as much as many would like it, the king does not refuse his son, and from the family completely does not expel him. But there are reasons for everything, and so is Charles's patience. According to the source, Harry knows too much, and that is the point of Charles's concessions to his youngest son. The prince has been talking a lot about his folks lately, revealing family issues in his memoirs as well as in interviews. But he has left the most important thing up his sleeve as a trump card. The prince hinted that there was much that he dared not disclose, and that this something could seriously affect the image of the royal family and give the Republicans additional opportunities. Now the anti-monarchists have become very active, taking advantage of the falling ratings of the royal family. Yes, not only the Sussex family's ratings have fallen, as the British media likes to write, but the working royals too. And additional revelations about the strife within the Windsor dynasty could become extremely dangerous. The halo of mystery of the God-chosen monarch and his heirs may fade completely, and everyone will see that those who live in palaces and rule the country are the same people with vices no less than those of some conventional trucker. John or bartender Sam, names chosen at random. Charles is so tired of this drama, and Harry has threatened over and over again that he has many more revelations ahead of him, the insider reported. If an invitation to Westminster Abbey is enough for him and Meghan to stop them, so be it. According to the insider, Charles was very stressed by the story of his paternity described in Harry's memoir. Sussex recalled an incident when his father decided to tease him with a joke about how he might be James Hewitt's son. Who knows if I'm even your real father? Maybe your real father is in Broadmoor, sweet boy. True, these words were taken out of context by the press, and then Charles added to the joke with, "Am I really the Prince of Wales?" Who knows? This continuation showed that Charles's doubts were not serious, but Harry still mentioned it in his book, which already cast a shadow over the future king. Sussex also points out that he was so exhausted by these taunts that he was ready to take a DNA test to put an end to the nightmare once and for all. According to Harry, he couldn't have had a father other than Charles, since his mother Diana began dating Hewitt 2 years after he was born. But while Harry is determined to dispel the rumors, which even Charles himself joked about when Harry was young, he knows he doesn't even need a test to prove he is his son, the insider adds. In his memoir, Harry writes, Charles, laughed and laughed, even though it was a surprisingly unfunny joke, given the rumors circulating at the time that my real father was one of my mother's former crushes, Major James Hewitt. Charles didn't think his jokes on such a sensitive subject would make it into Harry's memoir book and become a topic of discussion. There are many rumors around the royal family about the paternity of this or that member of the royal family, and who is really whose son or daughter. There are things that should stay inside the palace and not come out, and Harry has shown that he now has leverage on the king. Now, however, there are reports that Prince Andrew also wants to follow in his nephew's footsteps and start writing a memoir to reveal the truth about himself, and more importantly, to make money, and show the world that he has wronged the king and family and is misunderstood by everyone. After all, there's already a guy in Australia who insists he's the child of King and Camilla, the insider says. No doubt Charles is worried that Harry might emphasize that part, about paternity, in the next Netflix movie, but the king knows that if he keeps the Sussexes close, they can avoid further extreme revelations.